Item number 18, resolution number 2015-194, approving the purchase of a parcel of land located on the south side of West Main Street between Roosevelt Drive and Westchester Street for the purpose of relocating fire station number 3 in the amount of $425,000 plus closing costs.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any discussion?
Yes, Mayor, I'd like to make a couple of comments about it. This is something that we've talked about for many years now with the upcoming renovation of Baltimore Circle. Fire station number 3 located at Westgate is going to be hard pressed to get across the circle of the garden district area and inside the circle. And there's been some concerns related to other parts of District 6 that fear that we're just going to shut Westgate down. That's simply not the case. We're going to expand, hopefully, eventually out towards John D. Odom Road for another station. So, actually, adding a station to help with our ISO rating, and I think it's good for the city as a whole. So, people in Brentwood and all along Westgate don't need to fear that this is going to impact fire safety whatsoever, according to the chief and everything we've been advised of.
Thank you. Any other discussion?
I have a question, Mayor. To the chief. Chief, when will we start the actual bidding process on this?
Whenever you and he says move. Yes, sir, the main thing is to get the land, and then of course we can we'll go at the city manager's request and start looking and moving forward with that with Mr. Randy Morris and Mr. Jerry Corbett on steps forward.
Will we budgeted for this?
Yes, sir. This money's been budgeted for about 3 years now.
Also, Chief, if I may add, I really would love to see a local get this, if possible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You don't have plans designed yet, though?
No, sir. We haven't reached that phase at all yet.
For the sake of information, Chief,
Yes,
would you explain how the ISO rating relates to insurance rates and things like that? Because I think our business owners and our homeowners.
Sure. I'll be glad to. Yes, ma'am. We are currently an ISO 2. What that means is you look at the fire department, the water department, and the communication system, and a value is given. A class 2 is up till about 3 months ago we were the highest in the state. Montgomery has moved to a 1. There's like 8 cities in the state of Alabama that is an ISO class 2. And what that does is a class 1 and a 2 are the same in a commercial stance. So if you're a commercial business in town, you get the best insurance rating you can for ISO's purposes on the classification that your insurance company utilizes. Now, if you use State Farm, they use a little bit different system, but they also can use ISO. When it comes to residential, we get the best we can get there as well, because they look from about a 4 or up as being very similar in cost. So any changes to that number, though, does have a direct impact, or can have a direct, let me say it that way, on people's insurance costs. And it's one of the variables, or one of the elements that we look at when we're looking at a fire protection plan for the next 20 years. You know, our number one goal that we look at, because fire ISO only looks at the fire side, and 80% of what we do of the 12,000 calls a year we make is medical. So we really care a lot about response times, and our goal is to get there in 4 to 6 minutes. And right now we're hovering around 5. The national standard 6. So even in the worst locations of Dothan, we're above the national standard. So we want to keep it that way, though. And looking at the next 20 years, we've got the this fire protection plan that we've developed is really going to serve the citizens well. I won't probably be the fire chief when we see it all implemented, but it will be a very good thing for the future of Dothan. And it helps with recruiting in the industry. Being a 2 is huge for that. It's always used.
And another reason to
Yes.
be in Dothan, Alabama.
Thank you.
And thank y'all.
We've got now, we'll have 4 fire stations that we will not be using. Is that a long-range plan for the 4?
Well, until we find another training facility, a fire would still use that station for training.
Okay.
Their towers there, all of their stuff at the back, that they train in will still be there.
Okay, the one on Buddyshaw, one on South St. Andrews.
Buddyshaw, they use the storage.
But Buddyshaw is also the police department's traffic unit is located there.
That's long range, as a substation for the police department. I come out here.
He's saying that the traffic unit is using
The one in Buddyshaw, Old Central.
What about the one just off Main Street.
That, we donated that, the commission did about 10 years ago to the Salvation Army. It's their Salvation Army collection location.
And on South St. Andrew Street.
It's our logistics center where we have all of our logistics equipment stored. We still utilize that one.
So that's gonna be a storage facility.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I have one more comment, Mayor.
Okay.
I just want to add for the record, City Manager, we have one of the best fire chiefs in the city, in the nation. And my reason for saying that,
All of my department heads are good.
exactly. And my reason for saying that because the chief, he breaks it down in a little purple dinosaur. He breaks it down for you, and I love everybody. Morning. No further comments, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. All right, I'm calling for a vote. All in favor say yay.
Yay.
All opposed say nay. Thank you. Item number